Hey there, and welcome back to the Train of Thought, an educational monster train series where we fight the divinity in every run. So, I didn't really have a major plan for this particular intro, but I wanted to at least talk about a game that I've been playing a lot recently with my friends. Now, this is not a new game. It came out, in October. I'm sure everyone's heard of it. It's Lethal Company, of course. I'm usually not into these sort of fad style, streamer centric co-op games, things like a lot of the battle royales that came out. I'm trying to even think of them. I'm not into, I can't even think of whatever. Among Us, gosh, I'm thinking about it. I'm like, all I can think of is it's Amogus, right? No, it's not Amogus. That's not the name of the game. But what is the name of the game? It's transcended at this point. It's too powerful. The Amogus is Among Us. But anyway, it's not, I don't play most of those kind of streamer based games or co-op or even PvP, sort of like 1v many kind of scenarios. I'm not into that kind of thing typically. But one thing that's really stood out to me about the Lethal Company setup is that it's all co-op. And I'm a big fan of co op gameplay in general. The big problem I have is that I don't have a lot of friends who play games like that. And I never really kind of expanded it to my, like, just other folks because there's a, I, introversion is a thing, right? And despite the fact that I record Monster Train and a lot of other games and put them up on the channel, that's one thing. It's different when I'm interacting with a computer versus when I'm literally having a conversation with another human being. It's just, it's strange. So, Nero Spicy, beware. It's just kind of the way that it is. And so, when it comes to like public lobbies and things, I'm not interested, not even close. But with Lethal Company, we've had my D&D group, including my SO and one of our D&D friends, have just been playing a three-player game recently, and it's been a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed it. The setting of the game is right up my alley. I think I've talked in the past about like Duskers. It's kind of like I want to call it, is it a roguelike? I guess it's kind of a roguelike. Anyway, it's a hacker game where you control like a computer and you send commands to drones and you drive them around basically, and they salvage stuff from post-apocalyptic future wasteland. And Lethal Company is very much in that same setting, which is very cool. I'm a big fan of that. It's a very niche setting that I'm just a huge fan of overall. So it vibes well, the gameplay's good, it's strange and funny and also challenging and scary, but not in the bad kind of scary. I don't like jump scares, but a lot of the scary parts in Lethal Company you can plan around. Just kind of fun. So I've been enjoying that a lot lately, and that's pretty much all I wanted to say. I guess the question I maybe have, if I had anything at all, is are there any of those like co-op slash recent fad-esque games that have been a lot of fun for you? I don't know. You enjoyed any of those? Any of you play Lethal Company? Not that I'm going to record it for the channel. It doesn't make any sense for the channel, but interesting to talk about nonetheless. All right, what are we doing? That's right. We're currently on a 244 win streak. Go numbers. We had we basically had a Bog Chrysalis run completely take over our Soul Guard gameplay. Soul Guard completely failed to perform in any meaningful capacity, but the egg carried the run, so I guess that's really all that matters. We had a -1 spell chain Eternal Kinstone, which did a lot of work. There was a holdover spellchain offering token, which was very strange, but we used that with Kinstone Totem to generate both draw and energy, which was wild. I don't think I've done that in a long time slash ever, maybe, exactly like that, so pretty cool. I'm bummed about Soulguard. He's still really cool and I enjoy the character, but he just falters a lot sometimes. There's just sometimes the incant strategy doesn't make sense or doesn't work, or it's hard to activate him and you just do something else. Sometimes you need units, right? And if you're playing a lot of units, you're not incanting, which causes him a lot of struggles. So it's a weird situation to be in having an incant champion, especially, man, Foregone Power is such a bummer, right? It's such a bummer of a card. You have an incant champion whose whole card is you discard your cards that you need to play in order to incant. It's one of the few cases where I think that a champion's starter actively is detrimental to the champion. It's very strange that they did this, right? It's very strange. Anyway, I don't really have a solution or a suggestion or anything. It's just kind of an observation that I've had recently. Foregone power is a huge detriment to Soulguard. Just crazy. Anyway, let's play Primordium because that's what we're up against. Incredible news. I can't wait. So, alright, let's get in on it. As always, do like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Those things are cool, and all the cool kids are doing it, or so they tell me. So let's play some Monster Train, huh? Let's do it. Click the button. Incredible news. Alright, what do we get today? Oh, buddy, they're making me work for it. Oh, man, that's a bummer. What a bummer. It could be worse. Alright, well, I hope you're all doing well today. I'm doing okay. Yeah, doing okay. Yeah, haven't done too many recordings already. It's already a little bit later than I wanted, almost 2 o'clock, and I haven't even started recording. I'm going to probably have to record this whole weekend as a result, but it is what it is, for better or worse, so... but yeah, otherwise doing fine. Gradually recovering at work from too much work and need to take some days off. But otherwise, it's alright. It's not too bad. So it's certainly not affecting my mood right now. Anyway, let's play what we got. So today is Exile, Umbra, Default Melting. A real bummer. We end up with Dregs. It's bad and good in a lot of ways. It's bad because we don't really have any tools here, right? Melting is not a great clan for Primordium in terms of things to put Primordium's buffs into. It's very reliant on seeing multi-strike, which is a bit of a bummer. No sweepers or anything like that. But also no real good scaling mechanisms. You've got, what, like Wicklash, and that's kind of it. Maybe a Waxen Spike here or there. That's basically it. You can theoretically do Reform, but with no opening Reforms. I mean, it'd be different if I had Primitive Molds, right? I would be talking about Reformium, but in the absence of Reforms, we really have no tools here. So I guess we'll see what comes out of it. One of the crazy things is we start with some cards that really just mean we have almost nothing on a redraw, which is both good and bad. It means our deck is not doing anything interesting, but it also means that things get out of our way quickly, so that's good, I guess. Anyway, we're facing not pushback. This is Rage Talos. This is Spell Shield Fel and Patient Seraph with Mind Collapse, Molten Encasement, and Ember Cache. Stealth is a good answer to Patient. I'll take that. He makes Endless immediately useful. You could pass on Stealth with Primordium, which is cool. Ember Cache goes away, it's fine. Mind Collapse is a ping. Sure. They're kind of okay cards. I'm happy to have them, but they're not answering the run's problems, so that's a bit of a bummer. Let's see, temples today are 4, 5, 6, and 8. Okay, 4 temples. All mid and late, though. Nothing in the early game, so we'll be low shards, but also very low power. Dupe on 8 is on the steel side, nothing special. Magic and steel on 7. Magic has the Vortex, steel has the Cave and some money. Sure, neither side's particularly excellent. The magic shop's a little better, but it's still not great. The health drags it down a little. Removal dupe money on 6 competes with a steel shop that has a cave and health. Okay, no magic. No steel on 5. We do see random trinket shop with horde and cave. It's okay, but there's no money there, so we're going to have to be rich to really use it. Competes with a magic shop. Again, no steel shop here. Or rather, no steel on 5, no magic on 6, and then no magic on 4, so we get double magics early. Okay. We get a Vortex Steel Shop on 4, which is pretty good. The Umbra banner. Oh, the Umbra banner's on the other side. I don't really want that. So, kind of ignore that, I suppose. Random Hellvent on 3. Early game banner situation. Umbra banner forced on 2. Remnant banner on 3 with the magic shop. It's all kind of bad. I mean, the problem is, melting is very strong, but it's reliant on seeing specific melting things that enable it. We could maybe make a Baron work here. But if you do the Baron strategy, you really don't want to have Primordium on the floor is the thing. You'd rather have double Barons and then summon a whole bunch of stuff. You have to go hard on Harvest to make it work. So, Fossilized Fangs? I guess. One thing that Fossilized Fangs does open up is the possibility of an Alloyed Construct run, because it means that I don't have to self-infuse him. I could give him something else, or put him into something else. I guess we should grab it with the Umbra banner being forced, right? Guess so. Alright, we'll see what we get. aggressive edible, stalwart snack. Well, we're not going to take stalwart snack. There's no payout for it, so we'll take the aggressive edible and just hope for the best, I suppose. We do have pings. We have access to backlines. I guess we should go for this horde, see what we hit. Waxer Snuffer is big, and we're going to click it, and that's going to be it. That makes the stealth tombs nuts. Spikes. Spikes does just mean that Primordium dies, which is bad. Yeah, it's bad. Don't click the spikes. As much as I would like to, don't do that. I do have to try my hardest to get the collector, though. Ugh, this is a bummer. I don't want to put the dreg in here. Ugh, we hate to see it. I guess I'm going to double... I'll play double dregs bottom. And then top floor, I mean, I guess I just drop in this stuff, take the Ember Drain, and hope for the best. Plink middle. Okay, we get the collector. Still, though, no train stewards, which is a problem. I'm going to play a Molten Encasement downstairs so they attack. That's at least something. They at least swing, which will matter. Alright, we get a train steward. Go team. I need to hit this other mine collapse, or we're going to have a bad day, pretty much. Okay, we hit the mine collapse. Let's go ahead, play the cards in the right order here. I think the play is... I'm always just going to mine collapse first. It swings this in a big way. I'm going to plink. Great. Excellent. We can then get the rubble morsel. I think we come online here. Train steward, drag, sure. I think we pull this off. I just need to access... Plink? Plink. Okay, of course Plink is not going to do well for me here. 4 turns, huh? I would like to feed Primordium to the train steward, but I would really like the Molten Encasement down. Here's your question. If I feed the Molten Encasement Primordium because of this, I get 4 turns guaranteed of stealth. It might be enough. We're going to go ahead and do this. I don't like it, but I think it's enough as long as I can access the backline guy somehow. Okay. This works because of the jeweler, right? I get the kill now. Incredible news. It's closer than anyone wanted, but we take it. Okay, no damage taken. I did get the collector. That's cool. Let's plan around some morsel action here. So the packed morsels is a good pickup, I think. I already have pings, and Temper Assault's annoying anyway. Sure. And I think we have to click draft, right? I think we have to. It's morally correct. Memento Mori's never getting clicked. Purifying Cleanse is okay, but the draft gives me a payout here. We go to the right. There's money in the middle, fortunately. We see an Endless Burnout 1. Okay, that's incredible news. Shadow Eater. There's no reason to take Shadow Eater here, right? I'm just going to grab the Crucible Collector to not die. This will beat Talos for sure. Then we're going to go in on Immortal Stone, Stealth Tomb, Burnout 1, Stealth Tomb. Incredible news. Great, great work. I'm going to take the money here. The Stealth Tomb guarantees that I'm not going to lose, right? I can play it in the back. I don't have to self-infuse it, and not that I can for a while anyway. Let's grab this money. I think we're okay. Reroll here would be a bad call. Not that I really want a multi-strike anyway. The Endless is the big hit here, so that's good. Unit draft, please give me something. Something here, please. Thank you. Okay, we're gonna... This does disable plinks and things from being functional options, but it'll have to do. We're just gonna go ahead. Crucible Collector upstairs. Primordium. Sure. We're gonna leak stuff, but it's a low damage combat. No, why would you give me the collector there? Monster Train. It's such a bummer. Ugh. You hate to see it. I do think I need to hold over the Stealth Tomb, so we're going to at least put that down. I think we need to do that. So that's cool. I want the damage upstairs. We'll play Train Steward down below. We'll put in some damage numbers here. Actually, I should tank. Ah, bummer. I should have put that in the front because the sap. That's okay. Fine. Alright. It's okay, I suppose. We just get to play the Stealth Tomb in back here, which powers up the upstairs. Sure. We're going to leak a fair chunk. I'm actually surprised I didn't leak that top guy. That's not usual. But we are going to absolutely leak this. No way around it. Molten Encasement. I mean, we win the combat. I'm just going to eat dirt is the problem. I might be able to get away with some of this. This is 9. No, I never pull this off. So let's just go ahead and skip it then. Yeah. 3 hits for sure. Pummeled. It's okay. 9 damage. It'll have to do, right? Let's just keep scaling stealth until it's no longer possible for us to lose. I mean, with 10 stealth on the floor, whatever, right? It literally cannot fail. So, cool. Guy does 56 damage, wins automatically, gets through the spikes, no big deal. Okay. Space Prism Feast, Pack Morsels number 2. 1 Pack Morsels is probably fine, right? Maybe. If I end up on Alloyed Construct, that's what, 6? Then 6 here for 11, that's enough, right? For 12 rather, 6 and 6 is 12. Second Pack Morsels I don't think adds enough value otherwise. I don't want to lean too hard. I'll take the Space Prism. And I'm going to click Wicklash because it allows us to do something with Burnout. Paraffin Enforcer is a line. Yes, it's a line. Incredible. We'll click them. Okay, I'm looking for like a holdover here, I think. Sure, that seems functional. Merchant of Magic, double stack? I guess it's possible. The Remnant Banner says Lady of the House. Lady of the House is maybe a safer play, but it isn't scaling is the problem. The Paraffin Enforcer is. I think I'm going to do Draft. The main problem is I need to feed Primordium to something. So it can't be Draft as the base unit. But a 1 burnout Paraffin Enforcer is real rough. I could self-infuse him, but the problem with self-infusing him is I have to hit multi-strike. Right? I just have to. I should keep my options open, is I think where I'm at. If I see the multi-strike on ring 4, I think we know we go Paraffin into Paraffin. If I don't, I think we have to go Draft. I think we keep our options open and click on both. I'm going to take the Horde. Shade Lamp? Interesting, there's a Melting Spout that's completely dead to me. Trader's Quill is not impressive. Shade Lamp is fine for now. They'll face tank for a while. Let's put a -1 in Wicklash, so I have an X5 at least. If they give me money here, I might re-roll for the holdover. Yeah, okay, X5. Alright, you know what? X5, Wicklash is legit. I planned around this possibility, and we got it paid out. Yep, that's enough density. Great. Wonderful news. Cool. I could have double stacked it, but it would have been worse. You know what? That's actually a lot better than it could have been. Now, I could re-roll this for some -1 stuff. Maybe a 20 consume. I need this money for the steel shop. No, we chill. We chill. That's enough. That is enough to make Burnout and a viable option for our floor. Okay. Great work. Do I just do Paraffin and Paraffin here? Very possible, right? Just drop in another guy. The problem is I won't be able to get the stealth down, but it's honestly, it's okay. Play it, yeah? If I see the stealth, we'll just put it on some other floor for the time being. Sure, yeah. Alright, play out units, right? 20 health, he's gonna die. 7, 9. He gets a swing if I do it here, which is at least something. We'll drop the draft, that's fine. I will take the Wicklash in back here. He might just burn out, which is a bummer if true, but he might not. Hey, he didn't. Go team. Cool. Alright, here's what you do. We're going to put a Molten Encasement middle to keep our guy alive. I'm going to give him a morsel. Great work. We're going to play the Plink middle and completely whiff because Monster Train. And then the rest of this is fine, right? True. Sure, send it. Doesn't matter to me. That front guy is not looking so hot. We might need to high roll into our stealth buddy or he's gone. Okay, I think he's gone. We can actually plink upstairs, right? It's a lot of health. Drop in an Antumbra morsel and we tank it, which is cool. I could and should Mind Collapse here, but let's play out the dregs first. Upstairs, the play is a Lifesteal morsel for sure. And then I guess we sack some morsels middle. We ping this top guy. This is good because it lets me get the Antumbra morsel. And then I think we're keeping the excavator in the pool. Okay. Alright, she goes top floor, which is dicey. I need to face tank this. 100%. We're looking good now. Plink middle, amazing. Great. We sack... Oh, we're just going to be sacking both of those, aren't we? Unfortunately. One guy leaks and does 6 damage to me, but our floor is holding together at least. That's pretty decent. Yeah, we lose them all. That's a bummer, but that's okay. Fine. Okay, we killed the big guy at least. That's pretty decent. We take 3 damage, or 3 hits. Alright. Plink, incredible news. I'm going to airdrop in Mr. Morsel Miner here. And now we have the encasement mid-floor. We get one guy down, which is pretty cool. And I think we're cruising, right? Guaranteed to see one. Alright, Wicklash, great. Cool. Morsel. Play Morsel. Play Encasement. We do amazing on bottom floor, actually. This guy does absolute truckloads here, right? Look at him go. Our buddy boy makes like 300 damage worth of effort into the boss. Thanks, Crucible Collector. Even with no investment, you are a rock star. Awesome. And the rest of this is gravy, I think. Okay, we're out. Alright, cool. Now, how do we win this run? I need to find multi-strike. Shroud Mitosis? No. Furnace Tap. I mean, I guess it's multi-strike. I could theoretically hit the resin removal to go along with it. It's a little bit of a gamble, but I'll click it just in case. Lady of the Reformed. No, I don't want that. It's not it. It's not Morsel Maker. We're either self-infusing or something else. It's fine. I think card draw is going to be critically important here. I need to hit stuff faster. We go to the right. What we see here changes a lot of our run. Large stone. Okay. We didn't see anything fancy there. -2. Purge on a Plink, probably. We're doing the infusion, though, right now. Burnout 1. I don't see myself going in on Crucible Collector here. Let's just spin this. Okay, we see multi-strike. So with that in mind, I think the play is genuinely Frenzy Stone, Paraffin Enforcer, Self-Infuse. Yes, this will help. I think this is going to be very good. Burnout 2. I could give him Burnout 1 as well. With 2 of these on the floor, that's 4 hits. As long as I can find something else, this run will be okay. 3 hits, obviously this pops off, right? With the draft, I could actually get the draft on the floor if I see an intrinsic and buff him. Interesting. What's coming up? Next Steel Shop is on ring 6. Huh. 2 turns. Is 2 turns enough to make sure I don't lose this run? 35 cards. I have 6 copies of Wicklash. It's dicey. It's really dicey. In fact, I think we leave the Collector in because the 50-50 of happening to see Collector first buys us a turn. Although it means any turn 1 stuff is missing or bad. Ooh, it's dicey. I'm just looking at this Burnout 1 and thinking, is the 3rd turn the most important thing I could add to this unit right now? I removed 2 here. The 2 that I remove are Plinks, I think. Yeah, they're Plinks. Okay. 32 cards, drawing 6. I have 2 Burnout. I see 12 cards. 12 cards, 6 of which are Wicklashes. Just going to take Aggressive Edible too, honestly. I kind of want him to die faster, right? It makes a lot of sense. I have no reforms to make up if I whiff. I think we have to click the Burnout. I have to give myself a 3rd turn. And it's not even close. Okay. I don't think I have a choice. I think we have to. We move on. I think we just lose otherwise. Don't take Heaven's Seal. That's how you lose this run on ring 4 here. Okay, I mean, we just hit is also a totally fair option, as it turns out. But I need you to understand that I think it's simply too risky. I'm going to let it walk upstairs. Yeah. I'm good with that. Plink. Plink. You know, we can still get the Collector by putting down the Magma Morsel, and I'm good with that. Click Wicklash. Good. I guess I'm going to eat these things middle so they don't linger. Okay. We're making headway here. Plink. Great. Wicklash. Put in a Lifesteal buddy. Good. Great. Sacrifice stuff. Let's play things. Now, I don't think it's ever correct to airdrop in the Furnace Tap here. I'm getting 1 Ember. No, I won't have a card play next turn. No, we chill. We chill. I'm hoping to hit a Stealth Tomb here. Okay, we don't hit a Stealth Tomb, but it's actually okay. Wicklash for sure. Packed Morsels, play it out. Let's put down the Magma Morsel, which does a ton of work here. And then let's get another Excavator in. Train Stewards out. Let's play 2 big hits, and then they're doing work. I want to get the draft in, but they're going to burn out, so it's kind of a whatever. Guess we'll just buff this guy, right? Sure. Play all these cards. We're clearing everything, so I'm doing alright. He clears truly everything, which is awesome. And then you can just airdrop in some of these Magma Morsels. We face tank on the encasement here. We sack another encasement downstairs, and I think we chill. And I'll take the morsels this turn, right? That's fine. It's a good turn for it. Sure. I mean, we're winning, right? We get it? Yeah, Plink. Cool. And then we just burn out, extend, play morsels upstairs. sack the encasement in and we're chilling. Sure. I don't actually need to delay like that, but because of how high likelihood it is that I'm going to hit on any particular turn, it doesn't really matter, right? After you play through, there's not much left, is the thing. Meanwhile, Crucible Collector does some serious heavy lifting here. Good grief. He is not messing around. Alright, that's good. Now, we didn't need that Burnout 1 based on that, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. What if I click Shroud Mitosis, and then we high roll into just 6 copies of Paraffin Enforcer, man? This card is bad, though, so I'm not going to click it here. I think we skip it. Stealth is fine. Stealth is fine. Crushing Demise is also fine. Actually, Crushing Demise is just better here. I have enough stealth. I just need to find it. Now, a holdover would do me some good. I have not enough money for a trinket shop of any use. Okay, so we go left. I guess we'll see if we hit. Alright, a holdover is pretty great. Holdover on Wicklash. This prevents it from ever falling. Now, that said, holdover Crushing Demise is a crush as well, like quite literally. I would rather spell chain it, though. We don't see the spell chain. Purge is really good. Let's burn as many plinks as I can physically get rid of. Yes. -1. I'm going to put that into a Crushing Demise in case we hit the spell chain later. Your holdover, I think, has to be on a Wicklash. Just no questions whatsoever. Yep. I will spin this. Yes, I already committed the steel shop to my guy here, so I'm going to spin this. A 20 consume is a better hit here than a -1. I don't have a great -1 target, but a 20 consume on a plink is a functional removal. We have no money. Incredible. Let's take a 10 removal, not a 10 in piercing, a Purge Stone on 1 plink. Every one of these is beneficial. I don't want to invest in Furnace Tap. I'm not going to play I'm not going to do an infusion here. I want to hold out in case I see a Devourer of Death, which would be a huge W for me on the Molten Encasement, right? Clears backlines in a very consistent way with the Waxer Snuffer. Poor Fossilized Fangs. I guess it's kind of helping the Crucible Collector, but man, that's rough. We move on. Okay. Again, just hit, right? Money is not a threat here. It's just attack. I'm going to either clear the waves or lose. Ooh, it's spicy. Although we hit the Wicklash that has holdover. Never mind. It's easy. Game is actually fine. So we go Primordium upstairs. We double Wicklash on him. Collector middle. Papa Dude. Morsels can go with the friend. And then we crush here and we're doing okay. Yes, we're fine because Paraffin Enforcer now airdrops in, but has his own burnout, and he's doing great. Incredible news. I'm just going to plink bottom because those hits are huge. Mid-floor, very cool. Let's get some Mantumbra stuff upstairs. Plink bottom floor, great. Anything we can do to open up this Clipped Guardian is important. We actually get a slap on mid-floor, which is pretty cool. Yeah, he's already doing over 200. He beats this Clipped Guardian, which is important. We should play drag middle and then stack front guy. Here's an Antumbra morsel. Here's a jeweler upstairs. We'll play the Ember Cache, kill a train steward. Okay. Alright, mid-floor is managed. I need these next floors to be pretty well managed now. Plink. Ooh, that's a bad plink. Okay. That's a bad plink. So what we're going to do now is I need Molten Encasement. Draft goes in. Draft gets this Wicklash. I give up mid-floor. I need the extra hits because of how this worked out. Okay. Geez, I guess I do need to play a Magma Morsel middle. Oh, I don't have the holdover Stealth Tomb, do I? No, so that means that guy's gone. Bummer. Okay, how do we access him? There's simply too much damage coming in to stop. I don't think we have a choice. Play out these other guys mid-floor. These morsels just get sacked, don't they? Totally. That's a bummer. Alright. Well, we'll work on Mr. Wicklash in the back. Having it on holdover does help here. We take 18 damage? No, we actually take like 24 damage here. One man does 1,000,000 damage to me. That's a bummer. Alright, Stealth Tomb online. Incredible news. And now I can put in a Dreg or just the Magma Morsel, which gets this kill. Good, great. It's actually simple. The problem is that I didn't have enough hits on the floor, and I didn't have the ability to protect that Magma Morsel, so this is good. Great, wonderful news. Clean out the remaining units. Alright, the draft is doing huge heavy lifting here. We'll put in some morsels, of course. Just feed something. Stealth is up. We're going to go ahead and keep the Wicklash flowing. Good. Both of them are holding on. Alright, we have the win. Good. Great. Amazing work. It's a bummer taking that 24, but there's a reason we have the health, right? It's specifically to handle situations like that. Feast, Excavation Eruption, Ember Cache. The Eruption's not terrible, but I'd rather just draw into Stealth. We're going to skip this here. Primordium's also not actually important. Votivary is humongous. Votivary is draw positive thanks to Waxer Snuffer. It's nuts. We click her for sure. Incredible. Now I could go dupe here. It's a very good removal dupe. I think the dupe is actually unbelievably just an empty Crushing Demise, which maybe we get a spell chain on. I would love that. But we want to cut garbage, and I want to dupe something, and I have no benefit from the Steel Shop right now. So we go right. 100%. Give me spell chain. Ah, come on, Monster Train. 10 and Piercing Mind Collapse is functional. We're going to take that up. I'm probably going to... 40 Piercing Mind Collapse is pretty solid. I'm going to do that, actually, as well. The cuts here are obvious. We're going to cut Crucible Collector at long last. The brother, it's time to go. We're going to drop a Train Steward because this thing is pretty cataclysmically bad, I suppose. I guess the Plink is worse, but am I seeing another magic shop in this universe? Yes. So I might see a 20 consume. So let's cut the Train Stewards instead. Alright. The dupe here, I'm tempted to say it should maybe be a Wicklash, but I don't think it has to be. I think a Crushing Demise is stronger. Is it? It is later. I think it is, overall. Yeah, Crushing Demise, just an empty. Sadly, it's not spell-chained, but that's okay. I could self-infuse as a removal. It's crazy, but it's possibly functional. It's kinda nuts. But I actually think it's good, just because I win this run as long as I draw well. And eventually, we overcome this problem. Maybe I see an intrinsic. 5 space is enough to play 2 of those guys, let them self-scale, and put the tomb in the floor, and that's 4 hits. That wins. I could throw away Primordium. He's actually not important. What if I put Draft into Votivary? It's Burnout 1, which maybe could matter, right? It maybe could matter. And then it keeps the draft functional if I want to keep him on the floor somehow. It's actually bizarrely pretty decent. It burns out, which is great. Burnout endless, cool, draw 2. It replaces itself and draws positive. Or I can keep it on the floor and be like, hey bud, stealth keeps you alive, and then you get scaled by Wicklash and other things. It's crazy, but it might make sense. Let's do this, because it's a removal that is functional, at least. It's better than the Train Steward Self-Infuse, we'll put it that way. And this -1 card could matter here. Every card works in an important way. Great, we have a turn 1 Wicklash, we're safe. We are safe. Wonderful news. Turn 1 Wicklash is big deal. Sack these units, I don't want them. Okay. Great news, cool. Whew, alright, always scared, but cool. We can go ahead now with the holdover Wicklash. I would rather put these Wicklashes in the back. Sack units. Sure. I'm clearing up top. We're dealing enough to hit 3 units, so crush bottom floor. Sure. And then I will take an excavator up top, and we'll sack a guy downstairs still. I didn't actually get an enemy on the floor. I got the statue, but that's okay. Cool. Good. Great. Now we buff in front. Great news. 3 does not reach in the back. This doesn't matter. Doesn't reach any of these guys upstairs. Doesn't matter. Alright, whatever. We'll get rid of that spell shield. We're fine. Okay. I would like my stealth now, please, Mr. Monster Train. That would be cool. I think the honest truth here is to dreg to face tank. We space prism. I think we face tank with another morsel. Then we play another morsel. We crush middle. What a bummer. We crush middle and we still hit another statue. Wonderful news. Great. Incredible, in fact. Truly the ideal outcome. Good grief. Alright, we do get Stealth Tomb. That's cool. Do I power up Votivary immediately? Honestly? I think so. As crazy as it is, I do think so. I'm going to just sack the other encasement here. Votivary is actually going to generate value for me in a big way right now. Cool. Good job. Great. Let's airdrop in the encasement here. It face tanks. We'll put in a miner. It's good. Just free stats. Cool. Burnout management. Sacrifice dregs. Let's shoot one guy mid-floor. I guess it doesn't matter, right? We have enough hits on the floor. So we should, what, pop something somewhere else? It truly does not matter, actually. Yeah, whatever. It's fine. Okay, we have the combat. Good job. Okay, incoming Stealth Tomb. Great work. We get the Wicklash on everyone. Very cool. Mind Collapse changes nothing here. I guess I'll ping middle. You might as well get the morsels in there, right? So, sure. Alright, fair enough. I mean, we pushed 200 damage. The Votivary is popping off here, so that's kind of cool. I guess I'll crush middle. No reason not to. Stealth comes in, it's good. We're just Wicklash spamming now, which is actually great. And we have 4 hits, which is enough to win this combat. Yeah, we're super chilling. Cool, good. I think we press end turn here and we have it, but this is honestly a pretty decent hand. Just a bunch of Wicklashes, burnout extenders, great news. That's pretty clean, actually. So... okay, we have the Votivary doing some work. Umbra Stone is a snap click here because that essentially clears a floor once they get big enough. I would like card draw more than anything here. Find the stealth faster, find more Wicklashes, reduce the chance of losing. It's great. I think we have this. I'm going to go to the magic shop because removals, because 20 consume. I don't need the steel shop for anything. Yeah, alright, great. Health, why not? We'll take the horde. Jack strips is good. Cheater's hand is never right here, I don't think. What am I going to kick back, right? Jack strips is fine. Sure, it gets rid of damage shields in the end game. Primordium is not important, but here's aggressive edible 3 anyway. Magic shop says permafrost. Now there's, if I miss on the Umbra stone, permafrost solves it, but I guess you could permafrost the furnace tap is better, right? I have nothing else that costs Ember, so the Umbra stone always gets played. That's true. This way I can at least put this guy down in Relentless. It's kind of a pseudo removal. I'm happy with that, sure. -1. Honestly, I should just put this in the Umbra stone, right? It's fine. Sure, it's better than anywhere else. Alright, cool. Make it cheaper. Great. I'm going to put a +10 in the other Mind Collapse so it maybe does something. 20 consume, cool. There goes that Plink. Great news. Remove consume, no thanks. I'm going to go ahead and make the Umbra Stone free, I guess. I'm going to buy removals, a 100%. We didn't get a Devourer of Death. Train Stewards can go now, I think. I have another chance. If I see it, I'll do the infusion. If not, I guess I'll self-infuse just for the removal. We're going to cut the last Train Steward here. Okay, and now that we're at 29 cards, I think we finally clean this run up in a meaningful way. We're very likely to draw what we need. 7. Yeah, we're super likely to see what we want. I'm going to be chasing the dupe, wherever that is. So the Hellvent, Merchant of Steel, Ancient Hate, don't care. The Hellvent will be second Paraffin Enforcer here. Cool. I'm just going to get Votivary shot a whole bunch for the time being. And then I'll play the Packed Morsels out. Sure, here's a Miner. Just to save on the Ember Drain. Really good rolls here, so we're going to buff on Primordium. I can actually kill the Purifier, which is amazing. Good grief. I guess I'll leave the Miner in. I could keep Votivary alive. I could make Votivary nuts. There you go. Honestly, I'm not mad about Votivary becoming cracked. Check it out. She eats all this and becomes super person. Votivary is strong. Okay, great. So, first order of business is everything is free. Amazing. 1 buff on Primordium keeps him afloat. 1 buff in front keeps him afloat. Looking good. Looking good. We need to get the stealth rolling upstairs. This is the only thing that costs Ember here other than Ember Cash. So that's great. Good. Ember Cash. We pop for money. We get a Miner upstairs. Great work. We're going to play Votivary because, of course, I'm going to crush downstairs. Good. All right, we're on board. I think we have everything we need. These self-mutilations are going to be a problem, but I also kind of don't care, right? It doesn't matter at all. 2 hits is enough, is an important takeaway. Yeah, 2 hits is enough. Okay, great. As long as we can keep crushing floors, 2 hits gets it. Oh, these curses are a problem. I do need to keep the stealth flowing here. Now, Votivary might need to become a weapon here. Votivary becomes a weapon today. Welcome to the team, champ. You're in. Put him in. I need to have a 3rd hit on the floor, so incoming weaponized Votivary. We love to see it. Alright, good job. Hey, it's a good thing to have her, right? She's very flexible in that respect. Alright, we got the Trample Stone. I don't actually need her to be a weapon anymore, but she is, so it's fine. That's great news. Cool, pretty straightforward. Attack as many units as we can. Great. Cool, good. Honestly, we are in control. I get a crush middle, which is pretty powerful. I get, yeah, sure, some stuff upstairs. We'll feed a guy downstairs for fun, and we're fine. We're at a point where the front guy is actually trampling over everything, which is great news. Play this encasement in the back, actually, because it's burning out, which is neat. Let's extend the burnout on Votivary because I think she needs it. I will plink downstairs for no real reason. Great work. Go team. Cool. This is a good floor, as it turns out. Drop in some morsels. Play a million burnouts on the floor. Chillin'. Cool. And then we just finish with a furnace tap here. And we're cruising. Great, just press end turn. I don't need it, doesn't matter. One turn, Votivary kills this man, incredible news. We technically have created Battle Votivary. I'm good with it. Skip this card, I don't need it. Remnant Host is not the extinguish trigger I'm looking for. Though Sacred Wicks is, I mean, really, how do I feel about Wicked Blaze here? This is the emergency hit, right? This is the I have bottom decked all stealth and patient has killed my run. So I should really click this Wicked Blaze because you never know when you're gonna need it. So that's great. We're going right. I need the dupe. I think it's as simple as that. Sure. Maybe we get a Firestone housing here. Yo, we do, actually. It's cracked. Quick? Oh, but damage shield 3 is... gotta be it, right? Yeah, 100%. Firestone housing, click it. Great. That's gotta be it. Intrinsic? That is good. Here's the thing. I could intrinsic space prism, which gives me 6 space, which doesn't really do anything meaningful for me, right? It's not really important. What do I need that space for? 2 Paraffin Enforcers and Primordium? Here's the question. Do I care about Primordium? Answer, no. Paraffin Enforcers are taking over as of this ring. So that intrinsic is probably going to go instead into the whole... Excuse me as I almost... what is that? Is that I almost coughed, but I didn't make a sound? Anyway, I think it was like a pseudo yawn. Weird. Anyway, buy the Lightstone casing. Just Lightstone casing and Firestone housing together. The intrinsic goes over here, though. Straight up, this is easy. Intrinsic goes on this Wicklash. Now, no risk ever. Full stop, no risk. Good. Great. The plus 30, I mean, you might as well take it, right? Plus 70 damage. Incredible. He's loaded. And then here we're going to go ahead and go self-infused molten encasement here. This is just gotta be it. It's a removal, but it's also literally 8 stealth, which is just an obnoxious amount. I can just stop using it at certain points. Then we buy the damage shield 3 into Paraffin Enforcer, and this man is suddenly unkillable, basically. He's great. Yeah, cool. It's good. I could put it on Votivary, too. I think it's... If I get multi-strike, I'm giving Votivary the multi-strike, so whatever. It doesn't matter. We'll take the damage shield 3 here. It's very safe. I like it. Quick. No. Reroll it just in case. Another Endless. Not happening. I'm going to go ahead and buff Votivary here because you can't stop me. Ooh, but the removal is going to be stronger here. Although, actually, I get them both, don't I? True. I get them both. So let's drop a Dreg, because it's actually the worst card in my deck right now. I don't love this Mind Collapse, but it's maybe fine. The plus 10 guy, this is actually a pretty weak card, huh? It's actually pretty bad. I put a plus 10 in it so it wouldn't be totally useless, but I would rather just redraw literally anything else. The Dregs go away and are low cost. Fine. Oh, 10 gold short. Anyway, the removal is better. The dupe here is easy. It is Paraffin Enforcer. And this man now has damage shield 3, so he is cruising. We turned it into a train wreck. Behold, 205 out of 100. Great, go patient. I think we're fine. Good. And now, the damage shield 3 also means that we're guaranteed to survive patient, so really what's the threat here? Like, man is upstairs, actually do not care. I'll plink him. Yeah, get out of here, champ. Alright, play Magma Morsel. We go Paraffin Enforcer, Paraffin Enforcer. We sack Primordium because I'm not even kidding, he's not important. True. Feed that guy downstairs. We'll play a bunch of these. Play a bunch of these burnout extenders. We do a sizable amount of damage upstairs. Primordium baits and implodes. But we just hit, so it's fine. Molten Encasement now gives me literally 8 stealth, which is just among the dumbest things in the world. And I shoot a guy. Great work. For a minor. Great news. We sack some things downstairs. I don't think he's ever living, but you never know. Yeah, simply too many hits. Fine. He comes back upstairs, and we've got it, right? Now I can actually put Votivary in. Put me in, champ, and it's good. Wow. That's true. Votivary, get him? Unbelievable. Get him, Votivary. Alright, I don't even... These morsels just get sacked. It doesn't even matter anymore. Trample up front. It's good. Molten Encasement lands. He's chilling. We just crush mid-floor and throw a bunch of morsels at it. I did just burn out that morsel. Don't ask me why. It was a misplay. It's fine. I'm okay. Good. Encasement upstairs. The Wicklash needs to go into correct units. Sack dregs. Wicked Blaze back. I guess it doesn't matter. Get him, Primordium. It's strange, but we do it. I'm going to crush middle. Sure. Cool. Alright, we're way ahead now. I just need to keep burnout above ground, and we're okay. Molten Encasement drops in. The dregs do not matter. Excavated Ember, sure. Wicklash. 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 Crush middle, I guess. Sure. Seems good. Hit end turn. Alright. This is basically also what I'm hoping that it looks like in Divinity, right? That is the plan. I am going to click Wicked Blaze and you cannot stop me. At some point, Primordium will live. It's true. This guy, this Shade Wings has now pumped himself up to 120 damage. He thinks he's the real deal. What he doesn't know is Battle Votivary exists and is about to ruin his whole career. I'm gonna crush downstairs just to get rid of it. I don't care. 45 damage. Hey, wait, that's illegal. And then he dies. Great. Press Burnout Extenders. Great, great, great. We're gonna reform Primordium one last time. Look, he's almost good. Eh. Get him. Get him, bud. No, how could you? Primordium, no. Press. Furnace Tap. Win, run. Click Double Crushing Demise and lose. Alright, no, we're good. I think we're also good for the Divinity. I think we have everything we need here. What is this? Blank pages? Is there a champion that I would be happy to see here? No, but I'm not reliant on reform, so whatever, I'll click it. I don't know, it's a great example of who knows what we could see, right? It could be anything. I could see, I don't know, Architect Penumbra on turn 2, and surprisingly, I think I would actually play it. Okay, not with this draw order. Ridiculous. Wow, goodbye, Primordium. What a ridiculous turn 1, are you kidding me? I get the Molten Encasement immediately and then double Paraffin Enforcers with enough burnout to keep them afloat. Great. This has been the easiest thing ever. Echo Rite can summon a Bog Deep Cocoon? Have an Etch? I don't actually know what to expect there. He kills the man. Look at that. He's incredible. He's actually cracked. Never mind. I doubted the guy. I should not have doubted the guy. We shoot a man downstairs for no reason. Rush. Incredible. I don't know. He killed a man. I can't believe it. Spine Chief is also here. He kills a man. It's incredible. We're gonna keep Votivary off the floor quite yet. She can be a sacrificial lamb for the time being. That's ridiculous. I don't know how that works in my favor. Don't stack the... I'm not gonna buff this floor any further. We're gonna hold on to the dregs. It's fine. Okay. Somehow mid-floor is afloat. I couldn't tell you how. Alright, hooray. Everything upstairs looking good. Mid-floor looking pretty rough, in fact. I think we're going to be crushing this one, huh? I believe that to be true. Cool. So, are we going to... I think it is as simple as Molten Encasement gets blasted, Votivary gets airdropped in, and we keep her alive. We're gonna crush middle, which is actually kind of huge. And goodbye, Mr. Spine Chief. We're not playing these morsels. I don't want this floor getting too out of control. Votivary will live because I gave her a plus 25, which is ludicrous. He's back. It's Echo Rite. Get him? Wait for it. Get him? No, he's dead. Okay, we're going to put a Trample Stone in front, which is just objectively correct here. We're going to extend some Burnout. I will need that extended. Great news. I'm going to go ahead and place the Stealth Tomb down. And I guess I'm going to Wicked Blaze back somebody. Yeah, get him, Echo Rite. Hold up. He's cracked. Look, he created an egg. He kept Chief alive. Unbelievable. I don't even know what's happening. This is technically Monster Train. Hey, Tethys, wait. Can Tethys kill everyone? I don't know, there's something about 14 stealth that tells me we're okay. What if I secretly make Tethys a weapon? She almost just straight up murders this man. That's pretty good if you're asking me. Cool. Here you go, Tethys. Have some damage shield. She's cracked. Look at her go. Amazing. Tethys lives. Tethys is too powerful. Okay, Tethys, look, I know what you're thinking. It's spicy, alright? It is absolutely spicy. You know what I could do? Is this enough damage? It's like... This is almost 800 damage, which cleaves out this floor pretty well. Alright, I think we're good. Put the Stealth Tomb back upstairs for the time being. Sack a Dreg. Wicklash goes upstairs. Yeah, extend that guy. Sack a bunch of these guys. I think we're just double crushing bottom floor here. Sure. If I have to, I can click the Furnace Tab button. Get him, Tethys. Who do I get? Penumbra. Wait. Penumbra with morsels? Hold up. Wait for it. Penumbra, you live. Oh no, your morsel dies. That's illegal, Penumbra. You can't do that. Wait. Oh. I'm sad. The morsel passes away. How am I supposed to do anything now? That's a lot of damage we're taking upstairs, actually. Oh, wait. We're actually just winning. Never mind. It's Monster Train. Alright, just press enter. I was overthinking this. The top floor just blows up everything. Incredible. Votivary kills Divinity. Alright. There's your run of Monster Train. Today, Votivary wins. Did I expect to create Battle Votivary? No. Am I going to take an opportunity to create Battle Votivary? Yes, I am. And you can't stop me. And honestly, it's for the better. Trust me. You all appreciate this episode a lot more when Votivary is killing everything. Incredible. Is that pre-relentless? It totally is. Amazing. Go to the run summary. I mean, the score's not amazing. We took a ton of damage along the way, but we answered the problem. I mean, let me tell you right now, random -1 in Wicklash in case you see the X5 is actually a completely cracked strategy. You want to be doing stuff like this. Even if it's something silly. You'll see me do this with Root Seeds and other cards too, where I'm like, alright, I mean, I have nothing better. If I can put a -1 in this, I'd be happy to X5 that, and then somehow that becomes my scaling plan for the run. You know, these Wicklashes carried so hard. Very important that we capitalized on this. The multi-strike was also an important play. Having the second Paraffin Enforcer in case we saw multi-strike from the shop, but having the draft in case we didn't was really clutch, in my opinion. That is really important. This ended up panning out really well. You know, the random Umbra Stone and stuff. Like, our deck was essentially just Wicklash. But yeah. Primordium did not end up mattering. He helped a bunch in the early and mid game. And it was really just once we had the second Enforcer at Ring 8 that it no longer mattered. The scaling was very high. We were trampling through whole floors. Not really afraid. It's no big deal. At that point, the biggest scary thing is that he only has 30 health, which makes the spikes actually a concern. But the Damage Shield 3 did a lot of heavy lifting here. So, I think we could have actually been at risk of losing if I hadn't had that Damage Shield 3 on this guy. But I mean, it could have been a different thing, right? It could have just as easily been Chain of Gems. And I think that would have gotten us there all the same, right? It would have just kept him alive a little bit better. So, I don't know. Same deal, really. Let's see. What else do I want to talk about? Anything in particular? Not really. Having the Furnace Tap on deck, just in case I really needed the extra push, actually kind of nice. Though the draft and the Votivary did huge work. Random Votivary, by the way. Hero of our time. Just, there it is, right there. There's your unit. Votivary. Not even fully upgraded. Don't need upgrades. She's too strong. Simply too powerful. You cannot defeat her. Alright, well, Votivary killed Divinity. That seems like a reasonable story for this one. We made it a train wreck, which is also cool. So, hey, accidental train wreck also. So, cool. Anyway, not much else to add. I think I'll go ahead and call it here. So, as always, hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I really appreciate your time. You can give the video a like if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks.